Hey guys, these are the 10 things you need to do after you land in Canada for the first time as an immigrant. First is pretty obvious, is get your immigration done. Make sure you have your documents in hand and not in your check-in baggage because baggage claim comes after immigration. And when you're at immigration, you will need your documents in hand. Normally, they will just ask you for your passport and COPR, but it's good to have your documents that you applied with in hand too because they may ask for it. Second is your social insurance number, which is an equivalent of an Indian PAN card. The counter for it is right next to the immigration counter. I couldn't get mine done because the systems were down. So there are plenty of Service Canada facilities all across Canada, and you can just go to any of them and get your social insurance done. It's pretty straightforward. They ask you for your passport and your COPR, and they give you a number. And with that number, you can get a job anywhere in Canada. Third is getting a taxi back to your home. Now, depends on how much luggage and how far you live, but I would recommend the airport taxis because they're just on par or even cheaper than Uber at sometimes. But just in case, check out the prices on Uber and the airport taxis before you get them. You don't need to worry about getting or booking something while you're back home in India or in Pakistan or wherever. You can get the same prices or even cheaper when you come down here. Number four is check out your neighborhood. So once you settle in, make sure you check out your neighborhood, like find the local stores, find the closest Walmart, Dollarama, find grocery shops, pharmacies, cafes, takeout places. Just make sure that you know where is what, so whenever you need it, you can get access to it quickly. Number five is get a bank account. Now, most of the banks are pretty good with their services here, but I recommend looking up what kind of offers and deals they have going on because most banks have something going on from time to time, and you can choose whatever best fits your needs. Don't worry too much about how many branches or ATMs a bank has because you're going to be doing most of your purchasing with your card or most of your stuff is going to be done online. So I don't think you're going to need to visit a branch. I haven't visited my branch yet, and I've opened a bank account like a month ago. The major banks here are TD, Scotiabank, RBC, CIBC, and Bank of Montreal. Number six is get a SIM card. Now, there is no hurry to get a local SIM card. I would suggest get a 24-hour or a 1 week international roaming pack from back home and research some good carriers here because they too have good deals going on from time to time. Personally, I would recommend to go with someone that has good internet package because internet is really expensive here. Some of the major carriers in Toronto or Ontario are Rogers, Bell, Telus, Chat R, Kudo, and Freedom. Number seven is get a Presto Card. Now, when you travel in public transit, you need exact change all the time for a ticket. It costs around $3.25 for a ticket, which is valid for 2 hours. At the same time, you can get a Presto Card for $6, and a trip on a Presto Card will cost you $3.10, which is also valid for 2 hours. But with the Presto Card, you can fill it up at any kiosk or a Shoppers Drugstore or even online. But online will take around 24 hours to reflect. Number eight is finding a home or an apartment. Make sure you have enough days in hand before you have to move out of your temporary residence because it does take time to find the right home. If you just have a week or 10 days in hand, you're going to be in a hurry and you're going to find a place you don't like, which you will be stuck with for a year because minimum contract is a year. Personally, I had about 20 days or so before I found the right home, and I'm quite happy with it because I saw so many of them and I had the time to. Number nine is applying for your health card. Now, the government health plan starts exactly 3 months after you first land in Canada, so you have plenty of time to get that done. But I recommend you find a home first, settle in, have your tenancy agreement in hand because they will ask you for your proof of address, your COPR, and your passport. So make sure you first get all the first 8 points done, and then once you settle in, you have plenty of time to get your health card done. Last but not the least, number 10, make sure you check out the city. Canada is a very beautiful country, and there are plenty of things happening in and around the city that you can check out. Alright, so these are some of the things that you should do after you first time land in Canada as a new immigrant. I'm going to be posting more of these videos from time to time, so make sure you like and share and hit the bell icon to subscribe.